Hi guys, welcome back to another battle report from Rapid Fire Wargaming. Tonight we've got my Chaos Knights, House Khymere versus Ross's Space Wolves. Coming up next are the army lists and deployment. So here is my 2,000 points of Chaos Knights. We'll start off with the baby ones at the front. We've got two War Dog Helverins or Helverin equivalents there with the auto cannons and the heavy stubbers on top, and a Moirax in the middle. Starting over the left here, we've got my Rampager. He's got the Cornate target, looking pretty cool, they're looking very angry. In the middle, we've got the Chaos version of the Valiant, which is a Knight Tyrant. He's got two of the top guns, two shield breaker missiles, and he's actually got the relic for House Khymere, which is the Annihilator, which is the big old juicy flamer assault 2d6, 3d6 something, we'll work it out. And then we've got my Warlord here, the Castigator. So with the Tempest Warblade, he's actually a Dreadblade, and he's got the Rune of Naptigrar, which gives me an additional pack and a Damnation. So my Damnations are Forsaken and Single-Minded Hatred, and we'll go through those should I fail a leadership at the start of each turn. And my two packs are Thunderous Charge and Knower of Profane Secrets, which the second one there gives me an additional leadership and additional CP, so hopefully that will stop me having any damnations. And his Warlord trait is Infernal Quench, which basically gives me OBSEC on that night there. This is my first game using the new rules, so the little baby knights at the front there are OBSEC and count as 5 models, and the big boys count as 10. So fingers crossed it all goes well. I did spend a couple of CP on the Tyrant in the middle there, which I gave him, which is called the Vow of Dominance for 2 CP, which is basically transhuman. It's a bit juicy, I always take it on him. I don't know if it's any good, but it mainly means I can only get wounded on a 4. Coming up next is Ross's Space Wolves.
Hi guys, so here we have 2,000 points on the nose of Space Wolves. This is the list I took to RFW 1, plus some long fans, just to bump it up to 2k. So what we've got is a patrol detachment and a vanguard. So we're starting less 3 CPs. We have got in the patrol to start with. We've got Bjorn the Fell-Handed on the top there with his banner. He's got his Warlord trait, the Aura of Majesty, which is quite a nice little reroll bubble, which is pretty handy for all the dreads. The other HQ is a Librarian standing right next to him. And the Librarian has quite a bit going on. He's got the Rights of War Warlord trait for OBSEC, and he also has the Armour of Russ for that really cool kind of combat interruption thing that goes on with that. We also have in the patrol, we have a unit of 10 Assault Intercessors. I really quite enjoyed using these guys actually, the amount of attacks they can put out along with that Fight Twice strap, which is quite handy. We also have Murderfang, who's sort of hovering around, bit of a beast. Love this guy. Really performed well for me at the event, and that completes that patrol. In the Vanguard, we have one other HQ. I don't know where he's gone. There he is. He's hovering around at the back there. He's right behind us. It is Auric the Slayer. Love this guy, one of my favourite guys in the fluff. Really cool. So Auric the Slayer's got the Canticle of Hate and the Catechism of Fire, along with obviously the one that he knows, which is the reroll hits. We then have 6 dreadnoughts. We have 2 Redemptor dreadnoughts loaded out the same with the Onslaught Gatling. We have 2 Contemptor dreadnoughts with the multi-melters, and we have 2 Venerable dreadnoughts with axes and shields. Nice and straightforward. And completing that detachment, just a cheeky little heavy support slot just down here, we have a unit of Longfangs, 5 missile launchers, one Terminator Sergeant with a Storm Shield, and a Cyclone Terminator missile launcher. Obviously we have the Armorium Cherub, obviously. Why wouldn't you? So that largely completes that. As I say, for relics and traits, I've only gone for the Armour of Russ and Rights of War with Bjorn with Aura of Majesty. So nice and simple, nice and effective, but still packs a hell of a punch when it can. But looking forward to this one. Should be a really good game against Chaos Knights.
So here we are with deployment, and what we didn't mention is we're actually playing an open war mission today called Stranglehold, aren't we, Roscoe?
We are indeed.
And the mission is Stranglehold, of course. So we've got 3 objectives. We've got one which is underneath this war dog here. We've got one in the middle here, and Ross has got one over here in this sort of enclosure over here. And how you score at the end of your turn. You get 1 victory point for the objective in your deployment zone. You get 2 for the one in the centre, and you get 3 for holding the one in your opponent's deployment zone. So I deployed first, so I've got my two war dogs over here with my Khorne Knight, with my Khorne target. Ross is sort of trying to bait me over here with two box naughts, but I don't know if I'm going to take that bait. In the middle here, I've got my Knight Tyrant with Annihilatum. I'm hoping to send him straight up the middle, spraying and praying, hosing everything with Righteous Chaotic Flame. We've got my Moirax here, going to pop out and sort of be an anti-infantry menace. And over here we've got my Castigator, with all the Rood of Nut to Gra and the various packs and damnations, what you said earlier, and he's my warlord. So there's my deployment. Do you want me to talk us through your deployment there, Ross?
Yes, pal. Deployed a little bit defensively, just because I'm slightly nervous about the sort of power of a Castigator and a Khorne Knight that can ignore my invulnerable save.
Yeah. So really, really punish.
It's the sort of one where, like, if you're not a little bit cautious, you're going to get really hurt. I did on the channel previously. Actually, I played you, didn't I, with Space Wolves with Chaos Knights, and you absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, we didn't actually record it.
Did we not record it?
We didn't record it. Yeah, so my Khorne Knight went into your Thunderwall cavalry, didn't it?
Absolutely annihilated. yeah, and then I learned that the hard way.
We should have recorded that one. I think this is going to be a bit more difficult for me.
So we've kind of hidden a little bit of it. Long Fangs are behind this wall with Bjorn, the Librarian, and a Redemptor. There's another Redemptor here, sort of out of line of sight as much as I can kind of manoeuvre. We've got a Venerable and a Contemptor out of line of sight there, and then we have, as Tom's kind of alluded to there, a little Tempter for time. We'll see if he fancies it first turn. Murder Fang and another Venerable. We put a unit of 10 Intercessors and Ulrich, the Slayer, in reserve for a little bit of trying to grab some objective shenanigans.
Good stuff.
But that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So it's end of battle round end of battle round scoring. Pretty straightforward. How we like to play it, really.
So you can argue like there's benefits to going first and second here then in the battle round.
Yes, definitely. So first turn.
Okay.
2 from me.
And a 6.
And a 6.
I'll be taking first turn.
To go on. First turn for Ross.
All right.
End of Ross's movement phase.
Yes. A little bit tentative. Tentative, Tom. We're a bit kind of. I know that the central objective is the key, but I feel like at the moment, because it's end of battle round scoring, I'm just going to literally be sacrificing units if I move them out.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that sensible. We'll have to see if that decision pays off later. But everything's kind of edged out a little bit. We've got a couple of units on that objective there. Librarians behind here, just kind of providing the aura. Contemptors come forward, Bjorn's come forward, the Redemptors are both in line of sight of the Castigator, as are the Longfangs. Just for the benefits of kind of being transparent, obviously the Signum's on the Sergeant, which isn't obviously, and that's just for those at home, it just gives the Sergeant hits on a 2 rather than a 3. Yeah, that's largely it, really. I think you know the kind of the way it's all positioned, it's looking very much like the Castigator is going to get the majority of the firepower this turn.
He's going to bear the brunt of it.
He's going to bear the brunt of it. Hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, I can dent him enough to bracket him. That would be ideal. And over here, just a few pot shots. I didn't really want to move them forward too much because that Khorne Knight's going to be very, very nasty when it hits combat. So yeah, slightly tentative movement from me there. Cool. Okay. That's largely it. So we'll move into a psychic phase.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy to just crack straight on with.
Yeah.
Down here we'll just do Stormcaller.
Which does what?
Stormcaller it just provides a cover save, and I think it does go off on a 6. Memory serves, but I will double check it.
And that's like an aura, is it?
Aura of cover. That is. It's just basically
+1 to your save.
+1 to the save, I believe. Yeah, that's right. So I'm just going to double check that is actually correct. Oh, sorry, 2 6. Right. Tempestus Discipline, Stormcaller is a 6, so that's
perfect.
Fine. That's fine. So yes,
I can't deny that.
Benefits of light cover, and then I'll do Instincts Awoken on that dread. No, in fact that might be infantry only. I'll double check that in a second. Sorry, should really know
same page. Same page.
Same page. Just double check these things because I don't want to get that wrong. That would really be not.
It would ruin everything, Ross.
It wouldn't be ideal, would it? Let's be honest. Right, instincts awoken. Space Wolves. No, Space Wolves unit. So it can be done on that dread.
And what does that do?
It basically puts them in the assault doctrine.
Okey doke.
And on a 7, I believe that's all good. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're on a 7. Now, what I'm also going to do is use the stratagem for -1 to hit within 6.
Okay.
So that's a 2 CP strat, cloaked by the storm.
Puts you down to 5 CP.
Puts me down to 5 CP.
We'll be putting, because me and Ross have both spent quite a lot of CP pre-game, we'll put our list below and that'll tell you basically why we start with so few.
Start with so few, exactly.
Is that an aura that gives...
It's an aura, so basically means that Bjorn, if you should be able to target him at any point, will be -1 to hit, the Long Fangs will be -1 to hit, and the Redemptor will be -1 to hit.
Well, you pick 2 units, do you?
No, everything within 6. That's
so
just,
it's all them dreads.
all of those, this guy, this, they're all -1 to hit.
Oh, because it's the librarian behind doing it.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okie doke.
Correct. That's it.
Perfect.
So that's it.
So we're gonna start some shooting some things.
Let's shoot some stuff. This contemptor here is going to lob his multi-melter into that this helver in here.
This Helver's war dog here. Yep.
All right. So we're going to hit on 3s. We hit 1 of the times. Oh, only on 3. We do wound.
I've got a 5 up invulnerable save.
Indeed you do.
Which I make.
Oh, he makes it. Lovely. Look out.
It begins. It
Look
begins,
out.
Ross.
The Stormbolter. 2 hits. 5s. 1 wound.
That's save of 6.
Oh, look out.
Do you not get 4 shots from a Stormbolter? Do you not
Rapid firing, aren't they?
They rapid fire at full range.
That's true, I'm a dreadnought.
Have 2 shots?
Yes, I'm a dreadnought. That's a good point. So, the 1 hit, 5s.
No, you can't change the pups.
No! See, this is what happens when you get your wrong dice.
Yeah.
It's your own fault. Okay, moving over to this side. We're going to start with this Redemptor here. Is going to chuck all his guns into the Castigator.
So that's heavy Gatling,
underslung Gatling, 2 Stormbolters, frag storm launcher.
Cool. So after Ross's shooting phase there, he did actually pop the strat March of the Ancient.
March of the Ancients,
to give him re-roll 1s to wound. So with his heavy weapons, he got 5 wounds through. So this is -2, but I am going to rotate Iron Shield. And thankfully enough, because of the full 12 Knights, it's still only 1 CP. So 4 up invulnerable save. Makes them all.
Okay.
As we love to.
Right. Okay.
And then these 2 come from the frag storm launcher, was it?
The Stormbolter, actually.
Stormbolter, and this is just no minus, so
minus.
3 up. There you go. Loves it.
We're
starting well.
Good. Good.
What are we on to next, mate?
We'll do a couple of multi-melters into the same target.
From that
this
target there.
chap here. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Wounds.
1 wound. So again, 4 up invulnerable save. And that's D6 plus 2, isn't it? Because it's the new Melter Wall, is it?
I'm not in half range. I think I still need to be in half range for that to apply.
What's the damage on your missiles that are all going to?
They're all D6. They're all missile launchers.
And the AP on them?
It'll be -3.
I'm going to use my CP reroll now.
Okay.
Because I might as well.
Go for it.
So it makes it, yeah. So I had 1 for CP reroll and 1 for rotate Iron Shields, which puts me down to 5 CP.
Okay. I'm going to do this Redemptor now into that guy.
Okay, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So you might as well do, the heavy Gatling and the small Gatling into one.
Yes,
all 3 to hit.
you're not wrong.
Oh,
it's a lack of dice that's done that.
Oh, so do you want to borrow some mine?
3, there we go. Right, so that's that many. So this is the all the Gatling together. Basically.
Yeah, because it'd all be 3 to hit.
Rerolling the 1. Is there any 1s there? 2 1s, 3 1s. Oh, lots of 1s. Lots of 1s. Lots of 1s.
And that he's getting his rerolls because Bjorn's got a 9-inch aura.
Yes, Aura of Majesty extends all auras by 3.
Perfect. So there's all the hits.
So there's the hits. It's not bad. It's a decent spread of hits, to be fair. We need 5s to
This
wound.
is 5 because it's what's the strength of weapon? 5.
5 and 6.
5 and 6, and it's rerolled in 1s because of March of the Ancient.
Indeed. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I could have done with a few there.
How many got there, mate?
That's it's just a 5, mate.
Just
unfortunately.
5. And it's AP2, I assume.
AP2.
So 4 up invulnerable save. 4 go through. That's 4 damage.
So that's his first 4
That's
wounds.
his 4 wounds. I'll take that.
First 4. So we'll do some Stormbolters now.
Some Stormbolters coming in.
Rerolling those ones.
We hit all of the time, so we need
Out.
sixes.
Sixes, we're rerolling those ones.
Nothing there. And nothing there either.
Nothing there. So I'll take
And we'll do the old Skyfire jobby.
So it's one shot, so hitting fours,
no,
rerolling
ones. Hits. And rerolling ones.
Rerolling one.
Does wound at another -1.
That's one, so 4 up.
This would actually be 2 damage.
Goes through, so I've taken 6 damage. So we are back with the long fangs. We're going to roll all these dice together because it will be 3s to hit and 4s to wound across the board, won't it?
Yeah, correct.
Cool.
So we've got 5 regular long fangs, the Cyclone missile launcher, plus the Armorium Cherub, which fires twice.
Yeah, of course.
So that's basically all of them in one.
And you're getting your reroll 1s and reroll 1s to wound.
Correct, from Bjorn. Exactly right. So we'll try and hit. So we'll hit there.
Not bad.
You could do. I could have done with.
3 misses. I needed that.
Yeah.
In 4s.
This needs to be a good roll.
Yes. I don't need it to be a good goal.
I need more than half of these. I do get more than half. I get 4 and I reroll this one. So 4. That's not bad.
So 4.
Not bad. It's not bad.
I get 4 up in vulnerable saves. I've got no rerolls here. Oh, let's go. RFW dice available.
Man.
Christmas has just gone.
You did that to me last game.
I did. Christmas has just been passed, but you know, they're always on sale.
That's horrific.
Yeah, sorry about that, mate. That was some juicy rolling for me there. And I think that's your turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's it. Done. Nothing else I can do. Oh no, Bjorn hasn't fired yet.
Yes, but he doesn't benefit from his own orders, does he?
No.
So I assume he's putting this into the castigator as well?
Yeah, you might as well. It's all he can see. So hits on 2s this time because he is at least a bit more of a boss.
2 hits.
Does get 2.
I loved it. So 4s.
Oh mate.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Wow.
It's going to be a long day. I would say it's going to be a long day at the office, but it could be a short day at the office. But we'll soon see.
Wow.
And we'll come back with my movement phase turn 1.
Cool.
So there's my movement phase. I've been as tentative as Ross was really. So I barely moved my my Cornate target knight. Barely moved him. So Ross tried to bait me, but now I'm going to bait him because in my next turn, hopefully I can advance and charge into him. So he's really got to leave the sort of security of his deployment zone there. So hopefully I can get him out there. I brought the Knight Tyrant up into the middle here. He's going to sort of spray and pray once we've decided what's going on and hopefully what the Castigator has killed and the Moirax. So first things first, we're going to fire the Castigator into the Redemptor Dreadnought there because if I kill him, Bjorn is open. So for 2 CP, I get to re-roll hits, which is called Trail of Destruction, isn't it, Ross?
That's right.
Trail of Destruction, which puts me down to 4 CP. Let's have a little look how many dodgy camera work going on here. How many shots the Castigator's got?
16.
16, so we'll get some dice.
Castigator bot, can I?
So there's 5, 10, 15, 16. So we'll do this many. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling all hits. Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness. That was a 4. There's that many misses, 3 misses, 13 hits, and it is strength 6, and that's toughness. It'll be 5 to wound, won't it?
5 to wound.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds, and that is -2, 2 damage a pop.
So 5s. Right, mate. That's a good roll from me.
Not a bad roll there, mate.
3.
So that's 6 damage.
That will be 3 because they're -1 Duty Eternal.
Oh, I completely forgot about Duty Eternal. Ah! There we go.
Down to 10.
Okie doke. So what we're going to do there then, that sort of made my decision for me. What we're going to do, we're going to put the Knight Tyrant into this unit of long fangs here, and we're going to put the melter guns into this Redemptor down here. We're going to put the missile, the shield breaker missile. I'm going to pop a strat for that. I'm going to put that into the librarian over the back here. Try and pop him. And then the top siege breaker cannons. Oh, that -1 damage. I'm going to put that into the Redemptor as well. So what we'll do, I think the Annihilator, which I gave the Knight Tyrant, is 3d6. But let's have a little look. Yeah, so 3d6. So 3d6 shots with the flamer. Oh, that's 6. I'm going to use a CP reroll there. We can't be having 6 shots with my my own house's relic. Oh, there you go, 14. We'll take that. We'll take that, Ross. 14. So there's 7, 10. Oopsie daisy. 10, 14. So this is wounding on 3s. All these ones. All them ones. So that is not a bad roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And because of your psychic power, they're in cover, so it would usually be -2, so now it's -1, and if he failed, is a dead marine.
-2, yeah?
Yeah, so down to -1 because of cover.
So 4s.
Well, no, it'd be 3. Yeah, so but you've got a Terminator in there, so you can decide whether you want to try and tank some on that dude.
Yeah, so 2, so 3s, yeah. Let's tank it, let's do 3s on a Terminator.
Yeah, so 1 at a time because
Do I want to
it'd kill. If it goes to kill him, it kills him.
No, do you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do
Okay.
that. So let's just start with, we'll do 4s. Yeah, 4s. 1 lives. 1 dead. Lives. 2 dead. Lives. 3 dead.
4 dead.
4 dead.
That's 5 dead.
dead.
Now it's all
Terminator.
on Terminator.
Dead.
So that's them gone there.
How what damage 3?
It's damage 3, so even if you CP reroll one of those, he's unfortunately he bolts it. It's not a flamer. What it does, it actually sucks them into the wall.
Jesus.
So they're still alive, Ross.
Huh?
They're still alive. They've been sent into the wall.
How's that? That's
It sort of tears a hole in reality
okay.
and does that. So what we'll do now then, we will put the 4 melter guns into the Redemptor here, which I can see just around the corner there. So hitting on 3s, 1 hit, and then that is 3s to wound. That's 1 wound, and it's is it -4?
Melter, yeah, I wouldn't get saved.
Yeah, so D6 damage for 2, down to 1.
Down to 1, so takes a wound down to 9.
Down to 9, I've got the harpoon, which hits, and it wounds, and it wounds on a 3, but I think the harpoon actually does something.
So the
So I can reroll failed hits against a vehicle. In addition, if this inflicts any damage, so it goes through because it's -6, and it's how many wounds you got left?
9.
So yeah, so it's 10 damage. So it kills that because it's 10 damage.
Right, okay.
Actually, let me check the range. It's range 12. Do you want to check the range on that?
Yeah. Yes, not in range, dude.
Oh, I'm not in range. What an anticlimax. Bit of an anticlimax there, okay. And then, so we fired that, we've got 2 Siegebreaker cannons. So I said I'm going to put everything else into the Redemptor there. So this is 4 D3 shots. I'll take that, so that's 3, 6, 9, 11. 6, 8, 11. Hitting on 3s.
-1 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, is this the guy that's shooting us the last
No,
time?
it's going into the Redemptor.
Oh,
mate.
no, ignore that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so hitting on
sorry, I
3s.
thought you were doing the...
No, if I killed the Redemptor, I could target Bjorn, but I can't. And this is wounding on 4s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 at -1.
3.
Yeah, sorry, 3 at -1.
3 at -1. Make 2 for 1.
1 goes through. D3 damage.
So,
For 1. So after the anticlimax of that harpoon, I've had a look at the shield breaker missile, which is the ones on top here, and it can target characters with a stratagem. But because the librarian is outside of 3 inches of the Redemptor, I can shoot him anyway. So what we're going to do, we're going to fire and watch this miss. It hits. It wounds on a 2. It wounds on a 2, and I think it ignores invulnerable saves.
yeah, it does. What's the minus?
-4.
So I would get a save, so I'd get a 6 up save. Hang on a minute. No, actually I'd get a 5 up save because I'm in cover.
Yeah, so it's we've already got 2 up base.
Yeah, Armour of Russ.
Oh,
So-
okay, cool. Yeah, so 5 up.
So it's a 5 up save. No, and that would kill it outright, presumably.
It's D6.
D6. Oh man. All decisions. What value does he offer me going forward, really? Nah, take it. It's not. It's not worth
Yeah,
enough.
so I haven't got to see, and he's got 4 wounds. Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
There he is. Zapped him.
4 up again.
So don't listen to what you read on the internet, people. Night Tyrants are amazing. Yeah, so charges. We can go straight into that now as well. I'm going to put the Castigator straight into what sort of dreadnought was that called there?
Contemptor.
Contemptor, yeah. So do you want to Overwatch?
No.
No, okay. Don't need much for a charge. A 4, I think.
Oh, look at that! I would have hit twice. That would.
Do you have a little measure for me there, Ross?
would
So within an inch.
Yes, that's it.
So what we'll do, we'll move him into that there. He's on 20 wounds. And we'll get some dice together. Once I find the 20 on this dice here.
Tempestuous Warblade.
There we go. And then we'll come back with some dice for the combat phase. Cool, I've got my dice together. I've got 10 attacks, 4 base, an additional 1 for being the type of household I am, and make 2 because of the Tempest Warblade. So I'm hitting on 3s, no rerolls. 3 misses. Oh, sorry, dodgy camera work. 7 hits. And I'm wounding on 2s because it's strength 14, but I'm rerolling 1s because of House Khymere. So 2s to wound. That's that. And then that is 6 wounds, all on your invulnerable save. What's your invulnerable save, mate?
5. I make 2.
Make 2, so that's 8 damage. Because it's 3 damage base, down to 2 apiece.
8 damage.
At 8 damage.
1 left.
One left, just one. Just one. Fight back, buddy.
6 back. It will be Great Wolf Claw, so 3s. Reroll 1s because of Bjorn. That was a miss.
Yep, then 4 hits.
And then 4 hits, and then I will be wounding you on Great Wolf Claw strength. I think it's going to be 5, but I'm rerolling the wounds. I don't. Sorry.
Rerolling all wounds because it's
because it's a claw. 1 wound.
1 wound. Minus on that?
-2. No, -3, flat 3.
Okay,
flat
so 5 up invulnerable because of wound natural gar. Flat 3, you say?
Flat 3.
Yeah, that'll go through. So it puts me down to 17 wounds. Let's see how fast I can find 17 on this dice. There you go, straight away.
Nicely done.
Never a problem.
Skills.
And because that's the end of the turn, we can score it up now. So because I'm on my home objective and the central objective, I get 3 victory points. Ross is on his home victory point. Objective down there.
Yeah.
And that means it's 3-1. So, as the completely massively experienced player I am, what percentage of my army did I forget to shoot, Ross? Was it 50%?
Nearly, yeah, almost all the Helverins.
Literally, I didn't fire any of my Helverins in my turn 1, but Ross was kind enough to basically, we decided to let me shoot 1 Helverin because otherwise it's massively picking my targets once the sort of stable door has been opened. So I did actually end up taking 4 wounds off of this Contemptor here. So there you go. Top tips from RFW. So this is Ross's turn 2 movement phase. Do you want to talk us through it, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've had a gamble. It's a big gamble. I've made a lot of gambles. I think my first turn went very badly. So I've got to gamble this and hopefully it pays off. I've come here. Now this guy, the Tyrant's a massive problem, basically. I don't have, because I've got so many dreadnoughts and things that are so plainly visible. I can't hide anything to try and sort of charge it.
In fact, you can't.
I have to wear the Overwatch.
You can't move through buildings or anything like that.
Exactly. I can't do any of that. So basically, I've got to suicide charge that venerable dreadnought into the guy and hope he tries to somehow survive the Overwatch. I think it's highly unlikely. It's 1,000,000 to 1 shot that he survives the Overwatch, but he might. You never know.
Who knows?
You never know. Exactly. Thing is, where he was going to die next turn anyway. He would have just got flamed to death, so we might as well give it a try. I've advanced up over here quite a bit to try and give this area.
Yeah, it's got heavy on the left hand side, or my left hand side here.
To give something to think about. I've deployed the intercessors here, 9 away from both that guy and that, with Ulrich behind. And then obviously the venerable dread with Murderfang here as well, and the contempt sort of moving up. So there's a lot going on over there. That night obviously will be pretty horrendous, but we'll see how that goes. So over here, obviously, we've got the Redemptors, both Redemptors. Hopefully, I mean, that has to get. Has to die this time. If it doesn't, it's game over.
It's going to be a bit of trouble,
basically. So that's going to be a big issue if he doesn't kick the bucket this turn. Cool. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes. But I can go straight into shooting if you want, mate.
Yeah, why not, mate?
Alright. Okay, so we'll start with this Redemptor going into the Castigator.
And what I'm going to do is rotate Iron Shields for 1 CP on my Castigator. Yeah, so are you coming out of the heavy dots? Yeah, or you have to come out of the
I
heavy
have to.
dots.
I have to.
you
Yeah,
have to.
tactical now. Tactical.
So, these guns are back down to -1, aren't they?
Back down to -1.
Oh, do you want to do them all at one hit?
Yeah, might as well. I suppose.
Might as well. We'll come back with the dice rolls in a second. Yeah, so we rattled through that for the first Redemptor here, and he took 3 wounds off of the Castigator there, with some more juicy saving for me there.
Yep.
Yeah, so what on to next, mate?
Yeah, we'll do Bjorn.
Bjorn?
2s.
Does he benefit from his own roller?
No.
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 So it's one hit?
1 wound. On a 4. I rolled 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's a 1 wound.
So 1 wound. And then, for what? I am going to force your hand, because Overwatch is 1 CP. I'm going to re-roll that, because you haven't got that. You have got a lot of melter, but might as well. 4 up. Makes it.
Of course. Okay. That one's obviously he fell back. Obviously, so he's
he fell back. He's
able
on
to
1
shoot.
wound now.
I'm going to have to just fire the other Redemptor into him. I got all the dice.
Yeah, so we'll film this one. So this is the second Redemptor, because we're doing this all at 1 because it's all 3s to hit, it's all 5s to wound.
Same amount of dice. So there you go. So reroll 1s because of Bjorn. It's a 9-inch aura, so it's plenty of room there. So 2s, it's because of the Aura of Majesty, which is quite a handy. I would love that roll again now.
And then, so 5, this is 5, rerolling 1 because of March of the Ancients.
Yep, correct. Oh, woof.
Oh, that's pretty OP.
Awful roll. Yes, that's minging.
There's a 5
so
in there.
5 there. It's hideous. And we get.
We got 5
5
RSW dice available
5 -1s
from us at all times.
At all times.
So 4s.
Yep.
3 go through.
3 more.
Puts the Castigator down to 11.
And then we've got some Stormbolters going in hot here. We have just got 6s. Now we get 1 wound. And we get 2 wounds. -1s actually, these are.
Both go through.
Oh, Stormbolters.
Down to 9.
Vicious stuff.
He's struggling now. Castigator struggling.
Skyfire jobby. 1 shot.
Hit on 4s. No.
Nope. Okay. Shot. Has already shot. She has a couple of inbuilt. He has a Stormbolter as well in his arm there.
Yes, you can go to the Castigator.
Might as well try and do plinky plink.
Plinky. Yes, no
rerolls ones there, and it's too far away. 6s. Nope. And that's that for that area. Over here, this guy here is going to chuck 2 melter shots into that guy there.
Okay, into this War Dog.
Yes, I'm just going to double check. I think that's a 24-inch range. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's going to be pretty close.
Let's be sure. Yeah.
Yeah, well in.
So 3s, 2 hits, 3s again, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
5 up.
5 up Iron Shield. 1 goes through.
D6.
For 2. What's your last shooting?
Yeah, but I need the CPs. I can't. I need the CPs. So just 2, mate.
Oh, it's tempting. Hi guys. So a slip of my finger, I actually pressed stop on the what's his charge phase there. So his Redemptor Dreadnought over here has made it in against the Castigator. And is that Murder Fang?
No, mate. No, it's just a Venerable Dread.
Venerable Dreadnought made the charge, and I took 4 wounds off of Overwatch, which I was expecting a lot more really.
So was I.
Yeah. So what's done well there? So you didn't really miss much.
No, we're continuing the charge phase.
Yeah.
We're still going. The intercessors are going to charge this guy here.
So you need a 9-inch charge.
Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that commanding oratory stratagem. You know, the one where I can auto cast a litany.
Is that at any time?
It's at the start of any phase, so let's say it's the start of the fight phase.
Or start of the charge phase.
Start of the charge phase, whichever phase.
Oh really? So you can pop the litany at any time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It costs 2 CP though, which is very upsetting. And that's
not as upsetting as getting, was it +2 to your charge?
Yeah, that's it.
So 7.
So it's a 7 on the dice.
That's a 9. That'll do it. Didn't even need it. Are you making any other charges?
Yes, this guy here.
Over here. This Redemptor.
On a 9. Now, what does he need to get into that guy?
So it'd be an 8.
Yeah, it'd be an 8.
I was thinking.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. This whether he's going to Castigator and make sure of the kill because he's got a 5 up in run.
Yeah, it's because of the rune of nuts of grass. He's got 5 up in.
Averages say that I should kill that, but it's just you never know.
You never know.
You never know of what's going to happen with the dice. No, I can't. I don't think I can risk that really.
Yeah, because
swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
What are you going to do? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Decision.
Long bomb charge.
Long bomb charge. 8 inches on the dice. Oh, he's still thinking.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
There you go.
I was never sure about that charge.
Cool. Okay. Well, what we'll do, we'll get some dice together and we'll move some models around and we'll come back to you with a fight phase.
Yeah.
So, fight phase. Everyone's favourite phase.
Yeah. So 3s and 3s, basically. The Redemptor Dread. His fight is going into this guy here. I've got an aura here from Bjorn still, so basically it's 3s and 3s, 3 rolling 1s. And there's a 1, and we get 5 hits.
So, because your strength of your weapon is over 8, I assume, isn't it?
Yes, well over 8.
So
3s.
3s. But you would have got rerolls on that anyway.
Huh?
You would have got rerolls to wound.
No, I'm just saying I just would have liked nice not to have 2 2s.
Yeah, so I get 5. These 5 because I'm moving up to Gra. 2 go through. I've got no CP. What's damage on that?
It'd be 3, so 6 plus 2d3.
If you kill him, that's 9.
Just about.
Does he explode?
Just about.
No, he doesn't. Well, don't know if it's worth the points, but I love it nonetheless. Sleep well. Sleep well. Sleep well.
I love a Casco, personally.
Right,
I think the 1 CP rotates quite good.
Yeah, that's it, because the falls round nice, you can
bounces
still
out a
rotate
little
for
bit.
1 CP, can't you?
Exactly. Okay, move on to this guy.
Remember, the Knight Tyrant has basically got transhuman.
Yes, okay. That's fair enough. So, it's going to be 3s again.
And you're not bracketed
I'm a
because you're
Space
under.
Wolf.
You're not bracketed, are you?
4s, 2 wounds.
Sorry, you're not bracketed.
No, the little box dreads don't bracket.
What's the AP on that X?
-3.
So 6s. Both go through.
It was 3 wounds.
That's 2.
2, 2.
Transhuman, yeah, so 2 go through.
So 2d3, so that is 6 wounds and 5, so that's 11 wounds.
11 wounds puts me down to 17.
Take that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
down to 17. So what we do, 41 attacks from these Space Wolf intercessors. Ross has used his final CP on what, mate?
Savage Strike, +1 to wound.
+1 to wound. So yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So hitting
So
on,
I've got 20 dice here, I'll just do this again.
do this twice. Yeah. So it's,
Hit on 2s because I'm Space Wolf.
Yeah.
No reroll 1s there because we are way out of any ranges. We're going to wound you on 4s.
Forward, yeah.
Oosh.
How many get ready?
That is 3, 5, 6 wounds in that round.
Any AP on that?
A -1, so I started.
So 4s. 1 goes through. Puts me down to 9.
That was a sorry, I knocked that over. That was a 4. No, 2.
You're hitting on 2s, aren't you?
Of course I am. Yeah. Good boy. Think it's on. One of us is away. Right, I need a decent roll here. Better that time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that time.
Much 9 that time.
Better
I've
roll.
got 5 there, 8 there. One of these. There we go. So this is 4s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go through. So in total we took 7 wounds, which puts me down to 3. Down to 3. Cool. Let me just, whilst we're doing that, work out how many attacks my Tyrant has got. So, we've got 4 attacks. I'll get 5 attacks because of the household bond type thing.
Oh, the old iconoclast.
Yeah, so 5 attacks base. I'll tell you what, I'll get some dice together and we'll come back. So basically what we're going to work out now is the stomps on him and the stomps on these intercessors. Cool, so I've got my dice together. It's got 15 attacks in total. I'm hitting on 4s. I'm wounding on 3s, but I'm not getting reroll 1s because my household trait doesn't apply to stomps.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's not bad. That's not
got
bad.
there. So that misses. I'm hoping to kill this chap.
Yeah.
And then I'm wounding on 3s. That's that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -3 because I get an additional AP because of the household type.
It doesn't matter. It's invulnerable saves. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 ups. Makes so 4. So damage.
So it's D3. So it's enough, even with the reduction, because there's 4 gone through, even with the reduction damage, that's enough to kill it.
Right. So does he
So
explode?
does it explode?
Could
It does not.
have done with that.
Could have done with that, buddy. And then we're over to here. The War Dog has got 5 attacks. He's hitting on 5s now. 1 hit, 3 to wound, and that's 1 wound at -1. And he saves it. Cool. So what we'll do now is I will move my remaining models around, and we'll come back at the end of Garfield's movement phase, turn 2. So here's my movement phase, turn 2, and I promise I'm not going to forget to fire half my army this turn. So what we've done here is the Khymere Knight has retreated somewhat to get a better charge onto these Space Wolf intercessors here. The reason I am backfielding these now is because I'm now 20 inches away from these dreadnoughts here, so they can't charge next turn. My Knight Tyrant, currently on 17 wounds, is sitting pretty in the middle here, and hopefully it's going to cause a bit more damage to everything in this corner here. My Moirax has come back here to get time plink the last wound off of the multi-melter dread at the back there. So what we're going to do, that is the Moirax is going to put every single shot into that backfield knight there. So I've got 16 dice in my hand, if I can fit 16 in my hand. It's 3s to hit and 6s are 2 additional hits, aren't they? Yep, sorry everyone, Ross was right, heavy 6, so 12 shots, hitting on 3s, 6s on an additional 2. So there we go. So that's a miss, that's a miss, that's a miss. We've got 2 6s there, so that's an additional 4 hits. Maybe 5s to wound, I assume, Ross?
It would.
So that's 1, 2, it's only 3 wounds. Yeah, so that's enough, just 1. That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
Does it explode?
No.
It does not. Cool, so we're going to come over here. This Helverin fell back. We're going to do this Helverin, and he's going to put everything into this knight here. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, no, cancel that. More pressing concerns, these intercessors. So what we're going to do is get 4 dice, 4d3. So that's additional shot there, and additional 2 there. Hitting on 3s. 1 miss. So, wounding on 3s.
Sorry, it was just for my benefit and those at home. How are you getting additional hits on 6s?
I'm not.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not sorry. And then wounding on 3s. So that's 5 at -1.
Okay, so I'll start with these 2 models here, which are in cover.
Okay, yep.
So we'll start with 3s. So 1 dies.
1 dies. So there's 2.
So it's just flat 3 damage.
That's
isn't
3
it?
damage, yeah.
Yeah, and there was how many? 5, wasn't there, in total?
Yep, so you've got 3 more to do.
3 more to do. So let's do a 3, saves. 1, so he's dead 2, so now we're no longer in cover. Saves.
Right, so that kills 2.
Kills 2.
Okay, cool. So we've only got the heavy stubber, which is, I think, 3 shots. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Kills another.
Kills another.
Here, don't do more work with the stubber.
Well, coherency, I suppose, really. Should take that one.
Cool. And then we've got stubber on the Rampager.
Yep.
3 hits. 2 wounds.
1 wound.
1 wound. So we are spraying and praying with the Tyrant now. So we're going to put one of the top Siegebreaker cannons into the intercessors in the corner there. Or both top guns actually into the intercessors down there. The Harpoon is going to go into this dreadnought here. The Flamer is going to go into this dreadnought here. 2 melter guns into him and 2 melter guns into him. So I really do need to make sure that this guy dies. So we'll start off with the Flamer first. I'm nice and greedy with this gun. 3d6. I'll take that. 9, 13. 6, 10, 13. So wounding on 5s. That's 1, 2, 3. Only 3 wounds. It's -2, 3 damage a pop.
Makes 2.
Makes 2, so that's down to 2 damage.
On this guy?
On this guy here.
On that guy. Okay, yes, that's down to 11 wounds.
And then we've got 2 melter guns.
Yep.
2 hits. 2 wounds. And you've got no wound vulnerable save, have you?
No.
So that's an additional 2d6 damage. So an additional 4 with a reduction. So that's 6 in total.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the Harpoon, which is going into this dreadnought here.
Yep.
Hits. and a wounds, and that goes straight through, and that's 10 damage.
Brilliant. Doesn't explode.
Doesn't explode, kills him.
I hate one like that.
Yeah, it goes through. Yeah. Well, it's not. It doesn't ignore the invuln. It's just minus loads. And then we've got I've done the melter guns because I designated them into that dreadnought there. Harpoons, and then I've got two top siege breaker cannons going into these intercessors here because I really do need those to die because that will give Ross 3 victory points. So 4d3 shots. So 1, 2, an additional one there. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So that's 2 wounds minus. Have a little look at the rules.
Yeah, I actually don't know much of
I
that.
actually don't know. Have a little look. Bit of lift music. Dun, 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 dun. Minus 1. So 4s. 1 goes through, and that will kill the 1 intercessor on 1 wound there. I think I fired my entire army that time, Ross.
Yep. So
I think so. So what we're going to do, we're going to charge in with the Khorne Rampager now. By the looks of it, I'm going to auto make that, so he's just going to nudge in there, like that. Cool. So my Khorne Knight is not going to use his Khornate target here, because the Space Wolves haven't got an invulnerable save, so I'm going to save that for later. So with my additional attacks and everything else, I get 18 attacks. So I'm hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. My small little tiny office worker hands, I haven't got enough things, so we'll roll all these together like that. There's a lot of 1s. And again, because I'm using my stomps, I'm not getting my reroll 1s to wound. So there is 11 hits, and then 2s again to wound. And that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Because I get an additional 1 for charging, it's AP 3. So it's 9 on your 6s.
Dead.
That's the unit there. Yeah. So there we go. I think that's the end of my turn 2. Again, I'll get an additional 3 victory points. Puts me up to 6. Ross gets 1 because he's still on his home objective. 6-2. Going into turn 3. So turn 3, Ross has gone for it.
Yeah, I've got no choice, mate. I'm so far behind on points. I've got to come out.
Yeah, it's 6-3 going into turn 3. 6-2 on victory points.
Yeah, absolutely. I get at least I get 1 CP.
Yeah, which is here.
Yeah, a bit of 2 minds really. Bjorn and the Redemptor have come out a bit just to try and hopefully just try and plink off some wounds off this guy, hopefully bring him down in the assault phase. But again, I'm going to have to wear some horrendous Overwatch. So, you know, it is what it is.
Got to make the play for
There's no point sitting on a one command point objective. I'll just end up losing the game. So I've got to come out and try and take the central objective. Yeah. Anyway,
here you got some dreadnoughts.
They're just advanced. There's nothing else they can do. There's no point in them sitting back.
Yeah.
The Khornate, I'm very, very aware that the Knight's going to come and smash that Venerable Dreadnought in the face. But what else is he going to do?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just going to have to sit there. It is what it is. He's just going to have to wear it.
So no psychic phase. Do you want to go straight into shooting phase?
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly choke. If I just a quick addendum just to put him within it, just put him touching there rather than be that side of it, so I can potentially use that as transparent.
Oh, so you can shoot through it. Yeah,
Shoot through it. That's the only reason for that. Okay, there's no psychic phase.
No psychic phase.
So straight into shooting. So I'll just do this guy here's 2 metal guns into this guy here.
Into the middle Helverin net.
Middle Helverin.
Get on 3s.
2 hits. 1 wound.
5 up in one. Goes through. Oh!
That sums up the game.
Is that the CP reroll there?
Oh man.
Or are you going to save it for some charges later?
No, I'll save it. it could come in handy later.
Yeah, because we're both down to 1 CP now, so everything counts basically.
Okay, so Bjorn into this chap. 2s, 2 hits. 4s,
for the
1
transhuman.
wound. No, I didn't use the strap system, so just 1.
Yeah, because you wouldn't benefit from your own orders anyway, do you?
No.
Cool. So 5 up in Ronald save. Goes through.
And
Is it the new melter rule?
yeah, this is
So
going well.
one
It's going well. This is fun, isn't it?
All
This is
having
fun.
kids. All having fun.
Yeah, that is potentially is going to have to be a CP. That's going to what I'm going to save my CP for. 6 wounds.
So yeah, so there you go, down to 11. Where's 11 on this dice? Where are you? There we go.
And now Redemptor Dread is going to do his guns into the same chap.
Okie doke. So he's got loads of gun. And he's not bracketed. I think this dude's on 8 wounds, isn't he?
That's right.
Yeah, 8 wounds.
Okay, so this is all the Gatling together.
All the Gatling together, yeah, because it's 3. You can't. Yeah, so rerolling ones to
Rerolling
hit.
ones to hit, but not to wound.
Two. There, mate. That's it. And then 5s. How many you got there, mate?
3.
3. Any AP on that?
This will be -1.
-1, so 4s. 1 goes through.
Wound.
Puts it down to 10.
3, 6.
Gotta love these dice.
8. Stormbolters. Rerolling 1s.
And then 6s.
6s. Nothing
Nothing
there.
there.
And then the pod jobby. 1
Shot.
shot.
Hitting on 4s.
Misses.
Nothing there. Hitting on 4s because he gets -1 to hit for non-fly
Yep.
units.
Okay, so straight into the charge phase.
Oh, fast game's a good game.
Yeah, just going to crack straight on here. So that guy's going into this guy.
So do you know how far you need?
I don't at the
Let's
moment.
have a little looky-loo.
A 9.
This would be a 9. So I am going to... Do I Overwatch? And also, what somebody will notice is I've been playing my relic as strength 6 this entire game. It's actually strength 7.
Nice.
So there we go. There you go, kids. Remember to know your rules. I am going to use my last CP to Overwatch here, purely because if he makes it into combat, I don't think it's long for this world anyway. So we'll start off with the Flamer, 3d6. So that's like 10. So now, kids, I am actually wounding on 4s as opposed to 5s. Maybe this gun is a bit better now. So how many wounds is that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus... Let's have a little look at the rules. Some this music. Dun, 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 dun. -2.
-2.
So that'd be
5s anyway.
5, yeah.
Makes 4.
So it's 2 damage a piece. Oh, it's 3 damage a piece down to 2, so that's enough to kill that dude.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He's gone pop.
Okay, so then Bjorn's going to go in.
Well, the good thing is that you baited out my Overwatch on the most wounded.
Which was the idea.
Which was the play there, yeah.
So Bjorn.
Classic. It's a 4. How much do you need? More than that, is it?
A 5.
And then the Redemptor.
Redemptor
Gets it.
makes it in. So that's classic. That is classic. Okay. In fact, yeah, it's got to be done.
Yep, so how many attacks does a Redemptor get?
6, mate, on the charge.
6 on the charge.
6.
And so you're rerolling 1 still because you're within 9 inches of your
I am in the Assault Doctrine now.
I don't know what that means.
It basically means there's additional AP and 6s explode.
Okay, yep.
So I'm on phase 4, so I'm hitting on 2s now.
Okay.
With 2 explodes.
So let one limb ones.
1 reroll 1 because of Bjorn.
Okay, cool.
So we got. Hang on.
Yeah, that's what it hits.
That does. They all hit, don't they? Because it's. I always get confused with the Redemptor Fist carries an inbuilt negative, but it doesn't, does it? The Redemptor Fist.
I don't think so.
So this would be 3.
No 4s because of my permanent
Your transhuman, of course, which has saved you 3 wounds there.
So
yeah, 4
3
wounds. So this will be at -4.
-4 to go straight through.
So that will kill it straight up outright because that's going to be 12 wounds without even.
Oh! Right,
so it's 3 plus.
Yeah, of course. Does it explode? No, it doesn't. See, well, he's earned his money back there. But I think that's the end of the turn, isn't it? Fast game, good game.
It is. That's it. It's done.
End of your turn there, and we'll come back. End of my movement phase.
Don't want to do any spiteful demises.
I haven't got any CP. We've been spending them like someone who spends quickly. So here is my movement phase, turn 3. So what we've done, we've brought the Moirax around a little bit here to put some firepower into the remaining Redemptor there to try and get Ross off that middle objective. We've got the last War Dog here, again, to put some firepower downfield into that middle objective holding Redemptor. We've got this heavily wounded war dog here. He's going to be sitting here. He can draw a line of sight onto the Redemptor down there, so if needs be, he can put some firepower in there. And the big boy himself, the Rampager, has come up here. I think it's time to use his coronate target. So, with no further ado, Roscoe Bosco, we've got 12 shots from the Moirax going into the middle Redemptor there. Yep. Again, hitting on 3, 6s explode. There's 6, so that's a miss, that's a miss, that's a miss. Oh, there's a lot of misses, but with them 6s, it really does help to get that many hits. Wounding on 5s. Only 2. At minus, is it minus 2?
Minus 2, I believe, yeah. One saves, one goes through.
One goes through, down to 7 wounds. Coming onto this Helverin here for 4d3 shots. 4d3 shots. Woeful. Hitting on 3s. One miss. Wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
So it's 2 at minus 1.
4s. Makes one fails.
One goes through, so it's 3 damage down to 2. Puts him down to 5. Stubber on top. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Goes
through. Down to 4. Not good. Last Helverin. 4d3. I'm hitting on 5s now. Additional hit, shot there. Additional shot there. Hitting on 5s. Not bad. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 go through. It's enough to kill him. Minus 1. Oh, puts him down to 2 wounds. Ross needed that. Oh, Stubber. I've got Stubber on the Helverin there. 1 hit. No wounds. And then we've got the Stubber on my Rampager here. We're going to put that into the front dreadnought here. Makes no odds really. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. 5 to wound. 1 wound. Goes through, plinks a wound. And that's it. So the charge phase is, again, I can't really foul that charge, but we'll roll it anyway. That's 7. You can also, sorry, I don't want to bust your knight there, but we'll move him in there. To both of them knights, into both of them dreadnoughts, sorry, and we'll come back to the fight phase. So everyone's favourite phase, fight phase. My Knight Rampager has popped his coronate target, as they say, and that turns off all invulnerable saves. So he gets 6 attacks on the charge. So I'm going to put 3 into one and 3 into the other. 6s explode for an additional hit. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, and we'll start off with the front box knot here. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, and I'm re-rolling 1s because of my household trait, which is House Khymere. I only need 2 to go through because it's 6 damage each, it's minus 4 because I've turned off the invulnerable saves.
Got a wound first, yeah.
I have got a wound, so it's wounding on 2s, but I'm re-rolling. So, and then the household trait. Oh no! So that does 6 damage.
Down to 5.
Down to 5.
So
yeah.
it takes 3.
And then 3 attacks into Murder Fang at the back here. I was certain I was going to kill them. Oh well. And then, yeah, so 2s. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. So I'm going to use my last CP to re-roll one of those. Thank goodness. And then 2s. Yes, that kills Murder Fang with 12 damage, with the minus 1, 10 damage. So does Murder Fang explode?
No.
He does not. So you get your attacks back there, mate. So you get the exploding 6.
Wax 1 6.
And your strength.
I'm just going to be 3s. I think it's 12 or 13, something along those lines.
3.
So that is 5 wounds. It's going to be minus 4 because of the Assault Doctrine.
The Assault Doctrine, so that goes through. How much damage is that?
3 plus D3 per hit.
So that's 15 plus 5d3. So you might as well roll in 3d3 there.
Yeah, I just want to double check actually on this. So yeah, that's.
So that's 15 damage, and you've got 5d3.
Sorry, yeah. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus, yeah. So
ouch. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that feels a bit overpowerful to me.
Yeah, so we'll have a little look at
Let me just double check.
we'll have a little look at the rules.
Yeah.
So we just had another little check of the rules, and Ross got one too many attacks through there, so it actually ends up me getting on 5 wounds remaining there. I absolutely whiffed there, mate. I was
One thing I am going to do, and I have completely forgotten to do, is that the Venerable Dreads get a Venerable save of 6 up on their wounds.
Oh, what? Feel no pain?
Feel no pain, essentially 6 hits, so I get 3 wounds back on that Venerable Dread.
Okay,
that's on 6.
Cool. So yeah,
Okay. Just
ouchie. Yeah, I fluffed big time there. But yeah, so with the scoring, I get 1 for holding this, and Ross gets 2 for holding that. So it puts me up to 7. Let's get an additional dice. Puts me up to 7, and Ross up to 3.
I only get 1 for that, do I?
No, you don't. No, you're right. You get 2. Cheating. Right, there you go. So there's a score. 7-4. Going into turn 4. So, my whiffage.
Yeah.
Ross can smell some blood, like the true Space Wolf
Well,
player he is.
it's opened the door a little bit. It's slightly ajar, and I still need you to whiff next turn as well. Really, the big knight is a problem, but I'm hoping you're down to 5 wounds. I've bracketed him. Plus, he's no longer got cornate target.
Yeah, he's got cornate target.
So at least I'm getting an invulnerable save now. So there's a half a chance that I can get some points back.
You saying there's a chance?
maybe. But anyway, so since there's no sort of psychers on the board, we'll go straight into the shooting phase. Really. Now we're gonna be this guy's going to be hitting on 5s now because it's his last wound, but he is going to chuck it into this chap here.
More that's here.
Indeed. So we'll just do it again. We'll just do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
4, 8, 4, and 2 more dice. Okay.
Sorry, Ross. What's the AP on these guns?
All -1, huh? Because we're still in the assault phase. Doctrine. Assault doctrine.
Joe, what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate Iron Shield.
Cheeky. Very cheeky.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling what gods of Bjorn. Still there, and somehow the Dread's got core. Who knows? 5s hit, 2, 3. Good roll there.
The reason I'm rotating Iron Shields is because of the melters that are going to come this way next.
Yeah, this is true. 5s. 1, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, -1, so 4s. Both go through, which is down to 10, and we get a dice.
Yep.
10 wounds.
There's the melter.
This is from Bjorn.
And unfortunately, 1 hit. That's annoying. And then
Doesn't wound. I should have rotated, but there you go. You never know though. If I didn't.
I don't know if Melter's taken any wounds today. That is it. That's that. And the only charge.
The only charge is the man himself.
Ulrich, into that Helverin.
And Ross did his canticles.
I did my canticles. Yeah, the reroll hits 1, and the +2 to charge. So which he does benefit from because he is a character. So he will get that +2 inches. So he needs a 4 on the dice.
Yep. And he does.
Just squeeze in. Now, actually, it's been so long since I fought with Ulrich that I don't even know his profile.
So, fight phase.
Indeed.
You got CP. What are you doing?
I have. I'm going to use Savage Strike on our man Ulrich, give him +1 to wound.
Bit of ding dong going on here.
Indeed, there is. So we are hitting on 2s. 6s explode. Oh, lovely. We like that. So we've missed. We're hit with that. We've
exploded with that,
and
you get an additional one.
And we get one additional hit. There we go. Now we're wounding on 4s now because we're getting +1 to wound. We're strength 6 with the Crozius. So we do get 4 wounds. Now these are at -3.
So 4 wounds.
Because of assault doctrine.
-3.
Each one is flat 2.
Yeah, so anything that goes through kills you. Oh, we're a bad effort. Does it explode?
I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't.
Ulrich, what a boss.
Boss killed heavily. Cool. I'll come back. I'll move some stuff around. I need to sort of get a grip of this game again.
Yeah, it's all about what the Rampager does now, I think.
So my turn 4. I'm getting a bit twitchy, Ross. I'm getting a bit twitchy.
Close.
So what we've done, we brought the Moirax over to sort of put some fire support into holding my home objective, because if Ross holds this, he's going to pip it. But fortunately, the new rule is that Helverins and War Dogs get OBSEC now. So I need to stay alive. So first things first, what we're going to do, this Helverin, or War Dog, is going to put everything into Ulrich the Slayer. And he gets 4d3 shots. So there's 2 there, 2 there. Hitting on 3s. There's 2 misses. And wounding on 3s. Oh, that is pretty terrible. So 2 at -1.
4s. Oh, it's big. That's quite big. Well, it's not actually. It probably isn't.
Makes them both. So then I'm going to put the 6 shots from the Helverin, from this this Moirax, into this dreadnought.
Okay.
So I get 12 shots. So it's 4, 6, 12. So again, hitting on 3, 6s explode. Oh, Ross, it's all, the wheels are coming off, mate. Sorry, bad camera work. The wheels are coming off. Wounding on toughness 7, that is, I assume?
It is.
Wounding on 5s. Just 1, -2.
Yes, it is. 4 up invulnerable save. No.
Goes through. Puts him down to 5.
Down to, venerable save.
6 up.
No.
No, puts him down to 5.
Trying to remember these venerable saves.
And then, sorry, I've also got the stubber from this Helverin. Again, straight into the Orbiter Slayer. 1 hit. No wounds. Wills, Ross.
Not yet.
Wills.
The old,
3 shots from the Gallant. From the Tyrant and Rampager. 3 hits. 1 wound on the Dreadnought.
Goes through.
Venerable. No, puts him down to 4. So charge phase. This guy here is going into
Match up there.
into the Dreadnought here. I can't really foul, but I'll roll it anyway.
No, that's fine.
So 4.
It's all about. It's all about whether I can make 4 up invuns now. I will heroically intervene into the Helverin.
Into the Helverin. Fine. Yeah. Oh, let me see how many.
Literally, the game comes down to this. It's going to come down to whether you kill this guy.
Cool, man. So I'm getting shaky. So the Rampage gets 6 attacks. Because I'm so heavily bracketed, I'm now hitting on 4s, but 6s explode. Let's see what we get.
Oh, I didn't
There we go.
Yeah,
so that explodes.
Clutch roll there.
There we go.
Clutch roll.
So now I'm hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s.
That's the key one.
Why couldn't I get that?
that's the deciding roll, I think.
Yeah. So 6 invulnerable saves.
Oh, it's a decent effort.
So 2 go through. That's 10 damage.
Yes.
So they were usually 12, but with the minus, it will go down to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. That was absolutely.
I needed
clutch.
that. Yeah.
No, he's dead.
Yeah. Does it explode?
Fine. Cool.
No, it does not. Tips that, and then I'm going to consolidate.
I'm happy to concede there, mate. That was the critical roll there for you. I can't. If the Venerable Dread had survived, he would have killed the Rampager back, and it would have had an extra turn then to potentially take out the Armiger and claim the points on the last turn. Which would
Because
now
I don't think
impossible.
because you haven't got the +1 to wound now.
Yeah.
You're going to tough to kill that, and then next turn.
Yeah.
You basically kill my entire army to take that.
It's not possible to bring that back now, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I think at the end of that turn, I'll get 1 for holding that. You'd get 2 for holding the middle. I'd get 1 for holding that, which puts me to 8-6.
Yeah.
And again, you'd hold the middle, which would take it to 8 points to 9. So after turn 2, 9-8 win for the Chaos Knights. Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
We'll come back with some closing thoughts. There's a lot of smouldering wreckage on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So there we have it, mate.
Yeah. Good game.
Yeah, so we walked through that turn 5 there because we spoke about it off camera, and whichever way Ross played it, he would either lose by 1 point or he'd lose by 3.
Yeah.
Unless you basically hit and wounded with everything, and I failed every save. The fact that the the War Dogs, I should rather say, have got OBSEC now.
Yeah.
Because previously you would have walked Ulrich the Slayer onto that objective.
Yeah.
And taken it off me. And the fact that the big guys count as 10 really is really good, because that Knight Tyrant sitting in the middle there, 28 wounds, transhuman, counts as 10 models against your super fluffy list. Is really you really have to put everything into that to shift that to get that middle objective, and that's basically what won me the game. Ross being super aggressive at the end there was really we maybe could have gone maybe sooner, gone super aggressive sooner maybe. I don't know. But then again, as you rightly said, my saves turn 1 were amazing. Like he took 6 wounds with his entire army, and my saves were just like 4 up invulnerables, just rolling in for days. Yeah. So I was quite lucky in that respect.
The melters were the melters and missile launchers. Obviously, I had 6 multi melters and roughly 9 missile shots. I didn't take a single wound with any of them. Yeah, so it was that was harsh, but. I think that aside, I think that the Tyrant was a killer. Like I don't even now with the models that I have in the list, if I was to play the game again, I'm not entirely sure how I'd shut it down. There's not enough models for me to just sort of line of sight block it or sort of throw away like I did with the Contempt, to like throw away models I know are going to get overwatched to death so that something else can get in. Yeah, like you can't throw away dreadnoughts; they're expensive models, So that Tyrant was hard to deal with. I'm not really sure what to do with it.
Every time I use it, 9 times out of 10, it's amazing. And the fact that I played the entire the first 3 turns with it at strength 6 as opposed to strength 7, probably leveled the playing field a little bit. I know I was super lucky in my saves, but I was wounded at 5s half the game when I should have been wounded at 4s. But it's a 28 wound, can only be wounded on a 4+ monster that can fall out of combat, shoot in combat, auto hitting flamer. I think it's overlooked quite a lot, but it's a lot of points. It's over 600 points when you look at it that way. But who's your MVP in your game?
Great question. I still really like the Redemptor Dreads. I still think they're.
I think they're good. They're good.
They didn't do a tremendous amount today, really. The Venerable Dread did well, surviving over there for as long as he did with a whiff from you. That's the only thing that made it interesting.
Like when I made that charge, I was like, game over. Yeah, here we go.
Modifang was always dead with no. But you obviously had that. You rolled a 1, didn't you, to wound, then you re-rolled it and rolled a 1 again, which was obviously massively unlikely.
I always do it. I go right. That's enough attacks. That's enough hits to go through, and I should always re-roll the hits because I'm getting re-rolls to wound anyway. I should just spend them to get them through. But that made it a lot closer towards the end there.
Obviously that last roll where you were hitting on 4s, you hit 5 out of 6 times.
Yeah, and then I'm wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Exactly.
That's what tipped it in my favour in the end. There.
Maybe 3 wounds, maybe. Say one or 2 of them is a good chance, and then I hit you back, and the very good chance that if I was able to hit you back, your knight would have died too. So
yeah, exactly.
That would have swayed it. So it came down to that roll really in the end.
But I really enjoyed that game, mate.
It's a good game.
Really enjoyed that, and so we'll hopefully get some more battle reports coming out. We seem to be releasing them at a semi-regular basis now. On the news front, Rapid Fire Wargaming 2.
Yes.
Tickets hopefully are still available. There's a lot of interest in that. It's happening in May this year down in Stallersfield in Kent. The last one was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Ross won, but graciously withdrew himself against Dan Cook, who finished 2nd. And if you've seen the video on Facebook, he won it because Ross withdrew. We can't win our own events.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. And so one of the next battle reports very soon will be Ross v Dan to see who the true winner, the true reigning champion of Rapid Fire Wargaming is. Yes, we've got that. So if you're interested in tickets, whack a message below. Send us a direct message or on whatever format of social media that you use, and we can sort you out a ticket. But thanks from me.
Yeah, thanks from me too.
Thanks from Roscoe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Awesome.